What if the winds of change are finally blowing through Hollis Hall, carrying with them the weight of unfulfilled promises and unrealized potential? Could the Chicago Bears be on the verge of a seismic shift, one that could either tether us to a glorious past or launch us directly into the uncertain future? The whispers among insiders have been deafening, with budding rumors swirling that the monsters of the Midway are eyeing a potent veteran whose name carries heavy implications for this franchise. Hit that like button and subscribe this could be the mood that rattles the very foundations of Bears fandom, and we need to hear from you. Are you ready for this wild ride as we chase a new chapter in our storied history? Inside sources are hinting at a potential signing that could redefine not only the edge of our defense, but the very culture of our team. Picture this: a player with a relentless drive, decorated accolades, and an ability to elevate those around him. He's been on the radar. He's a familiar name, one associated with grit, power, and a hunger that echoes through the hearts of Chicago fans. What if I told you that Matthew Judon, that edge rusher who has roamed the fields of the NFL for almost a decade, could soon don the navy and orange? Yes, you heard it right, Judon, a Pro Bowl talent, might soon be packing his bags for the Windy City. And let's be real, this isn't just any signing. It's a move with the kind of gravity that feels like it could pivot our entire season. Bringing in a powerhouse like Judon could swing this team from mediocrity into something resembling the legacy we've hungered for. A legacy adorned with the names of Peyton, Ehrlicher, and Hester. Imagine the palpable energy in Soldier Field as he tears down the sideline, delivering not just sacks, but a renewed sense of aggressive identity for the Bears. It's a chance to build a defense that doesn't just react, but dictates the flow of the game, instilling fear in opposing quarterbacks. With Judon leading the charge, young talents like Montez Sweat and the up-and-coming players could flourish, benefiting from his experience and wisdom on the field. He's battled through injuries and personal challenges, but you better believe he still has fire in his belly, ready to prove that he can be the leader we need. But let's not sugarcoat it. There's a massive risk here, folks. What if he doesn't find his rhythm in Chicago? What if this veteran presence doesn't mesh with the fresh energy Ben Johnson is trying to muster? The ghosts of past trades that went south loom large in our minds, don't they? Every Bears fan recalls the heartbreak of seeing promising talents falter, or the disappointment when players don't quite fit the blue and orange mold. Can we bear to invest our hopes and dreams yet again, only to watch them unravel in front of our eyes? And while we hope for that stellar season where he'd help our defense shine, lurking in the shadows is the reality that another missed opportunity could set us back years. So here we are, positioned on the precipice of possibility, left to ponder what the future could hold. Will we welcome the return of a player whose energy can revive a passionate fan base? Can Judon help restore the pride in a franchise long starved for playoff glory? With every possibility, there exists the specter of failure. What if the defensive schemes clash? Or injuries plague him yet again, leaving us with regrets and what-ifs? Stay tuned, because as this story unfolds, we're geared up for a Wild Ride Part 2 is just around the corner. And trust me, you don't want to miss what could be the chapter that changes everything for the Bears. Listen up, Bears Nation, because this is our rallying cry. Our anthem sung under the merciless glimmering Chicago sun when we walked out of that stadium, hearts in shambles after another soul-crushing fourth-quarter collapse. We swore we would never let that happen again. But here's the thing. We're standing on the precipice of madness, teetering between this hopeful sense of change and the suffocating grip of familiar despair. We know what this season represents. It's not just a game, it's an escalation, an eruption of emotion that could either release the franchise from the shackles of the past or entangle us deeper in the quagmire of disappointment that stretches back decades. The whispers out of Hollis Hall are loud and clear, the tension palpable, like the heaviness that settles over the city when winter looms large and cold. Picture it, players standing at their lockers with that same tightness in their throats, faces hardened against hope, yet their eyes flicker with the fire of potential. How do they balance between believing in their chance to construct something beautiful this time, while knowing that every Bear fan has seen that black fog creeping in, ominous like the wind off Lake Michigan, carrying the scent of missed opportunities that clogs the air in bitter reminder? It's moments like this every fan must wrestle with. Is the promise of a new draft strategy going to pay off, or are we merely quenching our thirst with the same watered-down, recycled dreams that have left us parched for years? Now, imagine if the front office pulls the trigger in free agency, staking their reputation on yet another quarterback who can't miss, while we watch rivals like the Packers and the Lions, smug smiles stretched across their faces as they laugh at our anguish. Will this be another year of enduring their jeers while we cling to another hopeful season? Or is there something in the air that suggests we might finally snap the cycle? We've lived haunted by the specters of past legend Singletary's ferocity, Ehrlicher's tenacity, Hester's electrifying returns, who filled our hearts with the echoes of victory, while also feeling the weight of defeat eating away at us during those barren years, from the unforgettable heartache of '85 through every broken promise we faced in '06, '10, and '18. We've witnessed history from the stands, but today we're longing to feel it wash over us once more, like the sweet, nostalgic summer rain we only dream of on those bitter cold game days. Every ounce of our being yells out for a revival, but what will come of this season depends on decisions being made right now within those walls, dauntingly set against the restlessness growing amongst us fans, potentially igniting that age-old rivalry with the explosive energy of 1,000 fireworks. So, what are we, as diehard fans, expected to do? Will we bask in a new hope forged from fiery passion, or will this latest iteration be just another cruel betrayal leading us to the precipice of doubt, where the perpetual question, can we finally build something worthy before it all spins out of control, hangs in the air like the stillness before an impending storm? Because let me tell you, if it all goes south once again, just know that the screams of anguish echoing through the streets of Chicago won't just be heard in the stadium, but will reverberate through the twisted alleyways, the lake shores, and every fan that had to endure the weight of that double doink, leaving us gasping for thought. So I ask you to look deep into your soul. What are we willing to sacrifice for hope and redemption this time? As we hover near the edge of uncertainty, with the new roster, fresh faces on the horizon, will we rise or fall? The storm is brewing. The winds are howling. And I leave you with this. When the clock ticks down and the stakes rise higher than we've ever seen, ready your hearts, Bears fans, because every single play from here on out could either shatter our hopes like fragile glass or ignite a fire that burns brighter than the North Star itself.